Good morning. We're out here in the woods, and today I'm going to tell you my life story, what I've had to go through, and why I'm where I am in life, and how I can help you from the life I've experienced. Hear the rooster going? So, what I want to do is I'll probably do this in several parts, at least two parts, maybe three. But first, I want to start off by just my childhood to kind of give you a understanding of the dynamics of coming into this life. Every aspect of life affects us. So, what I want to make sure is that I share with you the details that you will understand where you're coming from and how you can apply the different things I've went through and what happened with me and how it may apply to your life. For instance, I can tell you that I was born into poverty, but so was my whole family. It's generational. One generation after the other seems to be born into poverty in my chain, my generational chain. But it wasn't the poverty I really had problems with growing up. So I was born to a 16-year-old mother. My father was still in high school. I think he graduated about the same time I was born. They were just two kids at the time, not even really thinking about what they were doing or what what they wanted in the future. I find this to be very um, common even today. People living life by the seat of their pants rather than planning it out. So I was born to these parents. My mother's young. That's fine. As I grew up, I gave her a free pass because she was young for a while. But growing up in a very dysfunctional world where I am disconnected. I lack the love. I lack the nurturing. Basically, a mother that took her anger out on me, of my father, of her world, not understanding that she had created this very world, not taking accountability and responsibility. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about with this is that my mother, even today, I'm at 60 years old, she's still alive, but she's never really lived life. She's only existed. We get so few planes down here in the country, and that's a little private. There's a little private airport right up the street. That's about the loudest plane we ever get through here. So, what I want to help you understand is that we come in. Everything that we happen during childhood does affect our adulthood. So I come into this world really not being wanted. I was the reason they got married. So I was the one that felt the blame and was blamed for all the problems in the family because if I hadn't have been born, then the problems wouldn't be there. I believe a lot of people may feel that. I believe that we come in feeling totally lost and disconnected and not understanding why. I believe a lot of teens feel that. It doesn't matter how much money your family has. If you're not connected and you don't feel secure within that family, then that's going to give you a disconnect. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. That was an aha moment for me. Once I understood that I'm really not my body, that everything and all those feelings and emotions I have inside of me is who I really am, then I was able to say, okay, so how do I become my best self? That's why, yes, it's nice to have a lot of money, but without the other, and this is how I learned in life the hard way. Everything I learned in life, I had to learn the hard way because I had to guess my way through life. I had no mentor, I had no parent. Matter of fact, the parents I had kept trying to lead me down a dark path. And when I did have accomplishments, I was berated. I was degraded. I was like, nothing in life made sense to me. So why is it that I have parents that actually wish bad things for me? Why is it that I have a parent that wants me to live in pain, that wants bad? I never understood. And then my father, anytime he got a chance, he would betray me, steal from me, lie to me. And I'm just like, do y'all even understand what you're doing? How is it that I'm the child and I can see these things far more than you? And that's where it comes in. This is why I'm telling you all this. When we're born, we're born with a certain consciousness level. So when the day I was born with total self-love, except for all the emotions now on here on earth starting to come in. Okay? So I'm born to a mother that is going through emotional trauma from a husband that we now realize that was never faithful to her, that is betraying her daily. How in the world can she be a good mother? How, since he's not a good father, but is it his fault? Does she have the right to blame him? This is where we're getting into this accountability and responsibility. You cannot force anybody to do something they don't want to do. So my hope on this is to help you understand, set up your life. Once you understand that you are perfect, you're the perfect you, and your job is to become the best you, that's your purpose. Aha, now we have purpose. We're born into this world, the perfect you. Now is your job to become the best you. So now you have purpose. When you become the best you, when you find that right person, you find that right career, you have that child, that's where you find all your meanings, okay? Your meaning comes from your choices. I've heard gurus even say, don't look for purpose, don't look for meaning, just experience and live life. That's bizarre for me to understand. We've got to live in harmony. And in harmony, we've got to be balanced in mind, body, and spirit. I think if we live life with no meaning, how in the world can you find that balance? Just know that you're not broken. No matter how off you feel, you're not broken. You're just out of balance. People that have true self-love for themselves don't feel broken. Think about that for a minute. I want you to think about that. People that have self-love do not feel broken. Total self-love. I can sit here and say, I have self-love for myself. But every now and then, I have these triggers, I guess, if you will, from childhood, growing up, feeling like, I should have been here, or I should have accomplished this, or I should have done this better. Should have, would have, could have. All in the past. No need to worry about it. You're here to now live an amazing life. The way you do that is understanding where you come from, who you are, and what you want to happen in life. You are the creator of your life. Every decision draws you to that desired life or away from. If you want a nice life of balance and harmony and you're going out stealing, that's out of harmony with one another. These are the things that hopefully you'll learn from these videos. Instead of getting a lot into my life story, this has turned out to be a lot of understanding. When we're born into this life, we have a way of looking at life based on our experience as a child. And once we understand where we're coming from, and we know who we are, life can become very simple. This is Joe Cox with Life Made Simple. Blessings.